we got another Thursday night match. We got the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, playing the Denver Broncos tonight. The Raiders are up at this point. They are up 7-0. Last I checked. So, I mean, right off the bat, I know in this game, I had already even before it started. I'm like Denver got this game. Denver's 7-2. They've been on a 6 game winning streak, and they are, Bo Nix is rolling. Got a defense playing well. Everything's going fantastic. This is a division game, by the way. However, remember this is a division game, and so I don't I don't expect the Raiders to win this game. I don't expect, but what we were talking about, these Thursdays have been some seriously weird Thursdays, right? But I had Denver Broncos in this game. I picked them from before. I know, so I'm sticking with that, with the Denver Broncos winning this game tonight, man.
Yeah, I'm sticking with them too. But we've seen a trend up until this point. We see a lot of lousy teams end up winning these games, and it's looking like that might happen again. It's still pretty early, but
Really?
I can't see the Broncos losing this game. I can't see it, but I won't be
No,
surprised.
no.
The more I follow football, the more I realize I really don't understand what be happening. Because there, I mean, we only talking about this game because the Raiders are up currently on the Broncos at Denver, right? Like,
Right.
yeah, there really shouldn't be any way the Raiders win this game, right? Didn't they trade wide receiver to where to go, Jacksonville or something,
Jacoby Myers, yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Now,
Jacoby
now,
Myers.
so so
Yeah,
you
imagine that though, right?
right?
You ask for a trade
yeah.
because the team kind of organization they don't seem to know what they're doing, and then they send
And
you
now
to
they win without
And
you.
they
Jacksonville,
win.
right? To another
They go on a
organization
winning
that don't
streak.
know what they're doing.
Yep.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
So
That's all right. So it looked like we all had the Broncos in this one. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. Stranger things have happened. Um, all right. In this next game, Lee, look, man. I don't even go there on this next game. All right. I got the Atlanta Falcons visiting the Indianapolis Colts. Um, don't even go there. All right. I'm okay. I know the Colts lost their last game, but you know, and Daniel Jones, kind of looked a little shaky under pressure there. Had some pressure in his face, so he was looking kind of a little shaky there. But I think that was just an anomaly. And again, it's the Falcons. It's the Falcons. I am not picking the Falcons. So in this game, Indianapolis Colts get back on the get right the ship, get everything going back again. Offense looks back. Daniel Jones is going to be looking good again. The Falcons again are not going to run the offense through Bijan Robinson, and they are going to lose this game. So I'm picking the Indianapolis Colts in this game.
I I could have maybe given Atlanta a puncher's chance if the Colts hadn't lost last week. I don't see the Colts now traveling to Berlin, losing in Berlin, and having a 2 game losing streak kind of fly back across the pond. So I think the running game travels. It'll be interesting to see how they use Sauce Gardner, and if that defense is even more stout. Sauce, maybe Garden Drake London. That'll be an interesting mix. But yeah, I'm going with the Colts. I think the Colts right the ship, and they're going to be back in the win column.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is a no-brainer, right? Especially how the Colts just made that trade, right? I mean,
Right.
and we didn't even talk about that yet with the whole Sauce Gardner thing. This is a
Right.
team that is, I mean, they have kind of reminds me of the Rams back in the day when you go all in, right? They put all their chips in, gave up 2 first-round picks, and I think some more.
Yeah.
Anais will, what's his name?
Adonai Mitchell.
The Mitchell, right?
Yep.
Adonai Mitchell. They gave him up. Get Sauce Gardner, a top flight cornerback. He comes in. He's definitely gonna. They're gonna. Hopefully, he's kind of coached. He's gonna get coached up enough to be able to be inserted this week. They're gonna put him on Drake London, right? And they're gonna probably maybe have him shadow him. I don't really. I'm not familiar with the Colts defensive scheme. I need to study that a little bit more. But they're coming off of a bad week where, what's his name? Daniel Jones looked like the Daniel Jones of old, actually, right? A little bit. Uh, Jonathan Taylor, he didn't have a touchdown, which, that's an anomaly now. So yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna pick the Falcons for this game. Falcons is gonna win this game, and
Stop it, man.
yeah,
Stop it.
Falcons.
Stop it.
Falcons are
Stop
gonna
this,
come in.
man.
Falcons, Lynx. Falcons gonna win this game.
That's
Right?
where my gut was going. I had to rationalize my way out of it.
No.
So, 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 you had a couple of bad weeks for the Falcons. Okay, Drake London is coming into his own. Drake London is right there right now behind Jackson Smith and Jigma right now, as in terms of top wide receiver in the league in my book. Okay, so Drake London's coming into his own. He just came off a 3-touchdown game. Bijan Robinson, they just got to find a way to get him going. Once they get him going, once they find that whatever that secret sauce is in that offense to be able to get him the ball in space, help him to be in a position to where he can attack the defense effectively by using this athleticism, they're going to be golden. That defense, they're going to ramp it up at some point. They're too young. They're too fast. They're going to start attacking the quarterback. Once they get ahead, that's it. So I got the Falcons to win this game. This in Indiana. Yeah, Falcons going to win.
I can't believe you're saying this, man. Can't believe you're doing this. I can't believe it. All right.
Win.
All right. Okay.
All right,
man.
all right.
You sticking with you sure you sticking with this?
I sticking with it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can't do it. All right. So, this next game, sticking in the NFC South, we got the New Orleans Saints traveling to the Carolina Panthers. New Orleans Saints are 1-8. Carolina Panthers 5-4. Carolina's at home. Carolina's been looking good, trying to get themselves rolling back again. And this one is an easy one for me. New Orleans just don't have it this year. I'm going with the Carolina Panthers. It's nothing much else I could say about this game. Carolina is just the better team at this point.
So I gotta give Dave Canales credit, right? And let me explain why I gotta give Dave Canales credit. They actually gave the ball to Rico Dowdle, and Rico Dowdle went off like Rico Dowdle did. He did the 2 pumps. I don't know why the league fined him for the 2 pumps. We all know from Key and Peele, he should have been allowed that third. The 2 pumps is okay. It's the third pump that gets you in trouble. But he had the touchdown to be able to do the pumps to begin with, right? I think they are smart, and I think they're going to keep feeding Rico Dowdle until they can't feed Rico Dowdle no more. And they're going to hope and pray he gets fined by the NFL each week for doing the Key and Peele 2 pump motion, right? And I don't have faith in the Saints. I wish them the best. I think they are. I can't even call it organically tanking. They're just not good, right? No. The cupboard is bare, and Kellen Moore is doing what he can. But yeah, so the Panthers are gonna win. The Panthers are gonna be 6-4, which just feels very strange saying it. But yeah, Panthers are gonna win this. So
yeah, I have zero faith in the Saints right now. The take on Dowdle is poignant. That was something I was going to reference as well. We talked about this a couple of weeks where I didn't understand why you're sharing those carries between him and Hubbard.
Lee,
seeing the discrepancy,
to your
right?
credit, you called it because they fed him. They fed Donald this
Yeah,
past week. You
Mm-hmm.
called it.
yeah.
He
And
went
and
off.
and the report on him is that he's a type of running back where he gets better over time, right? So he may not start fast, but he wears down the defense and come to the end of the game, that's when he really starts to dominate. So he you have some running backs where, right, they can, you give them a few carries and they can take it the distance, right? They're game breakers. And then you got some like him, kind of reminiscent of Ricky Williams, where he's just gonna wear down that defense, and then come that third, fourth quarter, he goes off. So kudos to them for actually doing it, because I know that they just paid Hubbard last year, big money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that I think they, you got to kind of get over the money part of it. If you're trying to win, you got to give it to the hot hand. And
Yeah.
right now, Dowdle, he has a vice grip on that starting position on the for the running back. So we're good there. Bryce Young is playing okay. He still, I think there's still a lot of room for improvement there, but he's not losing them any games, and he is the best quarterback on that team. There's nothing to say about the Saints. There's nothing. They don't have a quarterback. They just gave away one of their best weapons, Shaheed,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he's gone to the Seahawks,
Yeah.
which we're gonna talk about that, because
Yeah.
that actually scares me. Don't like that at all. So I don't. They're depleted in weapons. They are now, to me, they've given up for the season. And
Yeah.
so on that alone, I'm picking the Panthers.
Yeah. Well, one thing I want to find out is why the Dallas Cowboys did not recognize Rico Dowdle potential when he was there. You know, they really don't have that much of a running game in Dallas, and so
Right.
you know, I don't I don't know if he wasn't showing anything or it was in the right scheme or what have you. But I mean, he not only did he call Dallas out a week before the game, then went there and proved his point, and he's been doing his thing. So I don't know how Dallas had even missed that. How do you miss that?
You want to go, Lee?
Well, I'll jump in,
Yeah.
and I'll let you wrap it up. But
Yeah,
we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, Links, where I think I said something along the lines of, everybody, if you make it to the NFL, you could play.
yeah,
Okay. If you have been drafted, especially if you've been drafted in the first 3 rounds, I can't remember where Dowdle was picked, but he's in the NFL. He's in the league. You can play.
hmm
A big proponent to your success is a combination of a few things: the organization, right? The team that they put around you, and the coaching, the scheme that they put you in. If any number of those things don't fit your skill set, you're not going to succeed.
yeah,
So you look at Dallas, you look at the scheme that they were in the year he was there, uh, and remember what I said. He needs an abundance of carries to get going. They
hmm
weren't feeding him the ball. They were pass happy that year. Carolina, they're run first. They're pass second. Dallas, that's not them. So now he's in a scheme. He's with the organization. All of a sudden, they look smart. They look like they know what they're doing, and he's thriving. We know what Dallas is. We know what Dallas is,
yeah.
right? So I think that's the reason why.
You got number 4 getting paid 60 mil. You
Yeah.
can't not make him the center of the offense. Now, I looked it up just to make sure I didn't misspeak. Donald went for 1,080 yards last year.
Yeah.
So he wasn't a
Yeah,
bum, even
Right.
in
yeah.
that
So,
offense with McCarthy and Schottenheimer as the OC,
but
right?
why get rid of him though? Why get rid of him?
I realize the OC now becomes the head coach. So you would think with familiarity he'd want to keep him. But
Right.
don't forget there's a GM slash president slash owner, and that's not the focus. We ain't gonna focus be handing the ball off. You think this 92, 93A, where we gonna be trying to run the ball 25, 30 times a game, even though that worked back in the day. But number 22.
Three
So
Super Bowls.
right? So you'd be like, if anything, this team should actually understand that concept. and try to feed the running back the
Right.
ball when the guy dominates, the more carries he gets. But nope, it ain't sexy.
That's
It
crazy.
don't sell tickets. So we gonna bring in Pickens and we gonna air it out and see how it go. All right.
Yeah. Well, we see
Hey,
how it going.
and don't be shocked if next year Williams goes someplace else
Yeah. Yeah.
and looks amazing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
don't be shocked either. Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. I just had to ask you all that question because that's crazy, man. Um,
You got to ask the GM,
yeah.
whoever that
Yeah.
GM
Yep.
is. Yeah.
Got the
Yeah. Whoever
GM.
that GM is.
Whoever that
That's from
GM is.
GM.
Yeah. 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 So, all right, we got the New York Giants traveling to Chicago to play the Bears.
Hmm.
This one is gonna be this one is gonna be a nice game. Even though like I say, the Giants are depleted in areas, but Jackson Dart's been playing really well. I think and Lee, I think you mentioned this last time that the Giants aren't gonna be an easy out. For anybody,
Mm-mm.
they're gonna be a tough fight. Dable is fighting for his job to try and keep that. Jackson Dart's trying to help him keep his job. And Chicago, however, I mean, the New York Giants are 2-7. They're not playing like a 2-7 team, because a 2-7 team you would think they would have already given up. But they're not playing like that. They're still fighting. And I think they took on the personality of Jackson Dart. So that's why the team is looking like that now. Even being at 2-7, Chicago 5-3. They still not going to win this game. I'm going with Chicago Bears on this. The Bears are just going to keep doing their thing here. It's going to be a close game, I think. But Chicago, I think Caleb is gonna he's gonna do his thing. And the running back in Chicago, because what's his name is still hurt, right?
Swift is hurt.
Yeah, Swift is hurt.
Manungai is going to
Monongai.
get the start.
Yep. So Monongai is going to get a start, and he looks good for a young dude. He was running roughshod, man. So if he could do that again, and I want to believe that the New York Giants run defense uh, it's non-existent at this point. So Monongai should have a really big game. He just picked up the scepter, the angry run um, from Kyle on what you call it?
Good morning, football.
Oh yeah, Good Morning Football. So he riding high. So yeah, I'm going with Chicago on this. I think Monongai, and Chicago's defense and everything, and I think Monongai's going to have a really big game in this game. So yeah, Chicago got this one.
This is a tough one for me, and just even putting out my disdain for the Bears, like this is a tough one for me because I agree the Giants are a tough out, and there's just something about the Bears that I just don't quite trust yet. Your boy Ben Johnson trying to build something, but I'm not sure Caleb's the answer. And I don't know if Caleb's going to do stuff consistently yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with the upset. I think even with a depleted Giants outfit, they're going to go into Chicago, and they're gonna sneak a victory away from the Chicago Bears. So I'm going with the Giants.
All right.
Mm. All right. All right. I was thinking of an upset too. I was. Question, Doc. You don't think Caleb Williams is the answer right now or long term?
Ooh, I don't know either way. I definitely don't think he's the answer now. I I
Okay.
I hope for his sake, not for the Chicago sake or the Vikings sake, that uh I hope he doesn't figure it out. All right.
Gotcha.
But 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 I think if he does, and if he's actually able to play on script 70% of the time, oh, that's
Hmm.
gonna be a dangerous team to face in the future.
Right.
Right. So because
Yeah.
it's having Jared Goff, and then when things break down, having Patrick Mahomes show up, right?
Yeah.
But right now,
Yeah.
or Justin Herbert, maybe more realistic, Justin Herbert, right? But right now, he still want to be he want to be Superman on every single play, and it's like, no, you
Yeah.
need to do stuff on rhythm, get your reads, get your fundamentals, get your technique down, be boring 80% of the time. And will actually get a lot more success, and it's going to be a lot less stressful on you if you actually trust the process. But
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, I'm gonna give him a little bit more credit on the athleticism part. I think he's more athletic than Justin Herbert with his legs. But that being on rhythm on time 80% of the time, I think that's gonna be a big challenge for him, which it already is, right? Is he gonna be able to do it? That's still a question mark. Don't know. But anyway, for the purpose of this pick, I'm gonna go with the Bears, and the reason why is because even though it doesn't seem as if everything is clicking just yet, and even when things don't seem to go their way, they're still finding ways to win. They're winning ugly, right? They're winning when they're making a lot of mistakes, and I think that that shows that at least on the coaching side, Ben knows what he's doing. So I'm putting more of my trust in Ben than in Caleb that they'll be able to pull this out. Giants just seem to be a little bit too depleted right now. Jackson Dart, I think he's a heck of a quarterback. They have their franchise quarterback in him, which is why they're still playing hard with this record. When you don't have a quarterback, that's when you can tend to, you know what, let's take the foot off the gas a little bit, throttle it down and, kind of bank it in for the draft. They don't need to do that. They got their guy. All they need to do now is add pieces, and they just need a top 15 pick to be able to do that. They'll be well within that range. So with that being said, they're going to play, and that's why they're tough out. They're going to play hard. But I think Chicago, they're just going to find a way to win this. And so, yeah, I'm going to pick them for this one.
Gotcha. All right. um, this one is going to be in NRG Stadium in Houston. Houston Texans are hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Jacksonville's coming in at 5-3. Houston Texans are 3-5. And you know, in this game, um, boy, it's this. I don't know. I don't even know what the man. Let me see. Jacksonville. Okay, yeah. CJ Stroud is going to be out, right? He's still got a concussion, right? Um, so who's going to be the Texans quarterback? Is it
David Mills, I
David
believe.
Mills? David Mills.
Mhm.
Who is David Mills?
He started for them before.
Yeah, I don't know him.
He's a backup. Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
good backup.
I don't know David. Um, Jacksonville's just been so inconsistent, man. Um, if I knew David Mills a little bit more, let me see. Um, mm, let me see. Gosh, this is tough, man. I think, and this one, uh I just can't pick the Jaguars. I'm going with the Texans. I'm going with the Texans, man. I can't pick the Jaguars. I'm, I gotta go with. Yeah, I'm going with the Texans in this one, man. I don't know.
there was a lot of angst and consternation, man.
Yeah,
You was, yeah. I mean, I could see you was laboring on that one.
I was laboring,
Um,
man.
I'm my decision's a lot faster. CJ Stroud out. Mills is a good backup quarterback. He's a respectable backup quarterback. But now it leans on that defense to kind of pretty much keep them in the game. And I am interested to see how Jacksonville uses Myers and what they try to do with that offense to, see under this, see if Trevor Lawrence is the guy or not. Because realize now it's a new head coach and a new GM, so they ain't got no loyalty to him. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville is gonna go into Houston and win this game, and weirdly enough, actually be 6-3. I don't I don't trust the 6-3, but they will be 6-3. So
Right.
yeah,
I'm picking the Texans, man. So we do have CJ Stroud. He's out. We understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
They've also had a couple of players who've been out, but they've been out for a while now, right? Um, but the thing is, with Jacksonville, let's not forget Brian Thomas is out. He's their main wide receiver. Okay.
yeah.
Travis Hunter, he's out. He's
He's out.
not
Yeah.
playing as well. Okay.
Hmm.
I don't know what this fascination of Jacoby Myers is all about. This dude's been in the league for a while.
Yeah,
I've never seen him light it up wherever he
yeah,
went.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
with the Patriots for a while. He was with the Raiders for a while. I'm like, is he? I don't expect him to come in and then just save the day.
Right,
He's not going to replace. He's not on the level of Brian Thomas,
right. Yeah,
right? So, and then Trevor Lawrence himself has been that like he's been inconsistent the entire season. I
yeah,
don't trust him even when he have his weapons. I don't trust him.
yeah.
So now you give him a deficit in that area. I just don't think it's gonna work. And I like David Mills. I think he's a real consistent quarterback. Um, I kind of liken him to like he's a step above to Cooper Rush,
Mm,
right? He can come in and he can keep the ship steady. Okay. And so with that, the defense that they have, and again, as I said, Jacksonville, that they're down two of their premium playmakers in Hunter and Thomas. I think the Texans are going to win this one.
yeah, yeah. Gotcha. All right. Um, this one here is a division game. You got the 6-2 Buffalo Bills going down to Miami to play the Miami Dolphins, 2-7 Miami Dolphins. Um, the McDaniel kept his job, man. You know, I think McDaniel's is going to keep his job throughout the end of the season. Tua's still there, so he's still the starter down there in Miami. And you know, I think that tight end is out down there in Miami. This is easy. Buffalo Bills win this game. 6-2. Yeah, ain't nothing happening in Miami. I'm going with Buffalo.
Buffalo is playing at noon in Miami. It's going to be
Noon
a
Central
low of
Time.
73 and a high of 85.
Mhm.
Yeah, Buffalo going to enjoy playing this game. It's going to be some great weather, right? And we talked about how, Miami typically got to go out, out win some games early because come November, December, they got to play in those cold weather cities. I don't see Miami overcoming their issues to beat this Buffalo team that has kind of reestablished itself as a legitimate Super Bowl contender in the AFC. So yeah, Buffalo will win this.
Yeah, Links, you said McDaniels. He's kept his job till the
Hmm.
end of the season,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah,
Emphasis on till the end of the season,
till the end of the season. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Tua is the starter till the end of the season,
Yeah, I agree.
right?
Yeah,
I don't expect any one of them to be back next year.
yeah,
Um, I'm going with the Bills. I don't see how the Bills lose this game. I don't see any spark in Miami, anything that'll denote them turning this around. Um, is this in Buffalo?
Nope,
no,
Miami,
this in
man.
Miami.
Is it? Oh, yeah, you just said it,
Yeah,
Doc. It's in
yeah.
Miami. Gorgeous weather. Yeah,
Gorgeous weather.
they're gonna win this game.
Yeah, yeah. No brainer on that one.
Yeah.
All right, hey Doc. So I got you. Let you jump on this one. So Baltimore Ravens visiting your Vikings, and what say ye?
Yeah, man. So I was pleasantly surprised with the game on Sunday, beating Detroit.
Yes.
McCarthy looked good. McCarthy looked real good. Truth be told, I think that victory was more of the Vikings defense getting pressure on Jared Goff and As soon as every time Jared Goff had to start running, it was like yes, because that completion percentage goes way down. I was surprised they threw the ball as much as they did. That they didn't try to establish the run a bit more, but hey, that's besides the point. Um, I do think this is an intriguing matchup because Lamar is back, and I don't think we're gonna confuse Lamar with our defense. I respect Lamar Jackson as a legitimate passing quarterback. I think he's still got some amazing athleticism, but I don't think we're gonna confuse him. This when I say this is a tough one, it's like if the McCarthy showed up last week plays like he did, we got a good chance to win a close one. If the McCarthy earlier in the season shows up, we got trouble. But I hope the ship has been righted in that regard. I'm gonna go with my Vikes. I think it's gonna be a real close one, like field goal or less. But I'm gonna go with the Vikings to win against Baltimore.
You got Lee.
You want me to go? I think we all have to remember that last game that McCarthy played, that was still only his third start ever, right? That was his third start professionally. So there's still a lot more growth there that we need to see. He still needs a lot more experience. If the Vikings can win in a shootout, if they can keep up the pace with the Ravens, then I give them a puncher's chance in this game. I just don't know yet if McCarthy is able to play at that clip, right? To go bat for bat, right? Touchdown for touchdown with Lamar. I'm going to have to give the edge to the Ravens just based off of how they're playing now that he's back. And not just him, but again, they have some additional pieces. Roquan Smith is back. Patrick Ricard, their fullback, is back. I think you're going to see a heavier dose, especially against these Vikings. To Doc's point, to beat Brian Flores, you got to pound the ball. You got to run that ball down the middle. And if they're able to establish that run, which I think they can do now that they got all of their weapons back, I think that gives them the edge to win this game.
Yeah, Doc. Derrick Henry is going to have a big game. This is what I was looking at. Lamar is back, and like you say, Lee, fullback's back. Derrick Henry is overdue a big game, and unfortunately, is going to have to come against your Vikings.
Push that back one more week. One more week.
I know, I know. JJ, hey, look, I'm glad JJ is playing. I'm glad he's playing because he definitely need to be in there. Finish this season out and play and get yourself going. And but I just think right now Baltimore they got their eye on the prize and their eye is trying to win this division, and dig out of the hole that they put themselves in. And you guys just unfortunately came at the wrong time on the schedule, especially with them rolling like this. If they were winning and say they were 6-2, this could have been an upset. This could have been an upset game for them. But with them being this hungry right now and wanting to turn this around, and they got to win, and these games are must-win games. Yeah, I just got to go with Baltimore in this game. I think they're gonna win this one. All right. This next game, we got the Cleveland Browns at the New York Jets. Oh my gosh! Oh boy! I mean, why? I mean, I don't even know how you do this, man. I mean, boy, look, I don't know. It is what it is. Cleveland Browns at the Jets. Oh man. I mean, you even have to pick these games. This is. I gotta go with Cleveland on this one. I gotta go with Cleveland. It just, I don't even know who to go for. I really, because you got Cleveland. With what I call inept quarterback play. Coach really doesn't need to be coaching at this point. And you got the Jets over here. You know, they just shipped out their whole team. I mean,
Whole
I
team.
mean, they just, I mean, they just sent everybody. So you know, with that, I mean, the Jets are just not gonna. Cleveland is just they're just gonna win by mishap. You know, Cleveland because the Jets just don't have anybody else. You know, to fight back with. So, yeah, I'm just going with Cleveland on this.
Man, the Jets had that fire sale, man. I think someone took the E out of the Jets, so it's just the JTS right now. Like, I mean, they gutted the team, right? We got two really good players on deep. Oh, we had two really good
Yeah.
players on defense, right?
Yeah.
So, I take a look at the Browns. At least got a decent defense. Offense ain't doing all that much against a team that don't have a good offense. Defense was and then you get rid of your two best players. You clearly building for the future. Um, you really don't want to win this game, right? At this point, so I appreciate what the Jets are trying to do. They're trying to do what the Saints are just doing easy peasy, right? Like they're trying to find ways, and Cleveland too, trying to find ways to lose some games. But the Jets doing it a bit more easily than Cleveland. I mean, the Saints really got it down. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Browns on the road in New Jersey. They're gonna beat the Jets. So
Yeah, I think Links. This is actually a fascinating matchup. It's not as bad as you think it is.
I get you.
It's not. It's not. No,
Yeah,
no. Listen,
I got you.
hear me out here. Hear me out. Hear me out. Both of these teams, they fighting for their life. They fighting for their life. The two of them, they scratching and they clawing for that number one draft position.
Yeah,
Right? They doing their best. Both organizations. One, right? We gonna give away our starting quarterback to a division rival, right? The other one, we just this summer, gave our top cornerback money, gone, top defensive lineman, gone, right? You got Brees Hall with dot 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 on
right.
on his Twitter handle, minutes before,
refreshing. Come
hours
on, come
before,
on.
hours before the
Yeah.
trade
Just
deadline.
grade me, man.
Dot dot dot, like he waiting. Brees Hall waiting, and I mean, I don't think there's anyone right now more disappointed than Brees Hall. Brees
No.
Hall for sure thought greener pastures was definitely ahead this season,
Yeah.
and now he got to come back and play again this week with his team.
Yeah.
So, but I have never seen tanking like this done on at this level for both teams. I just want to see who's going to play the worst because after what I saw last week with the Jets, I would have picked them to win this game because Fields had one of his better games with the
Hmm.
Jets. They were clicking on all cylinders. Brees Hall, he was running up and down the field, scored a couple of touchdowns, threw a touchdown. So I'm like, okay, they finally got it. And then they did what they did. They were like, no, 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 we can't be doing this.
Handle that.
We look we look too good. We can't get rid of them. So whew, who's doing it better? Right now, recency bias, the Jets they're doing it. That was a masterful job of tanking what they just did. So I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
the Browns to win this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very masterful.
That was
Yeah.
masterful.
Oh man. So this one I got as one of my games of the week, man. This is gonna be a really good game. Got the New England Patriots 7-2, traveling down to Tampa to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is going to be a really, really nice matchup. I know a lot of people have said they want to see this as their Super Bowl. That's not gonna happen. However, uh, you know, 7-2 Patriots, 6-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know, look, they still banged up. Bucky Irving is still not gonna be back. They're gonna be at home. You know, Drake May got the Patriots looking like they trying to run it back. Uh, but I'm going with Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this game. I think Tampa Bay at home. I think they're not gonna lose at home. They're taking this personally with the New England Patriots coming in riding high, and I think Tampa Bay is going to yeah, Tampa Bay is gonna they're gonna win this game. It's going to be a great game though. Don't get me wrong. This is gonna be a good one, but Tampa Bay is gonna hold serve at home and give the Patriots a L in this one.
I'm kind of surprised that Fox didn't somehow find some way to have this game so Brady could call this regular season Brady Bowl, right? But supposed to be on CBS anyway. Um, this one really has me conflicted. Like at my first pass, I was like Patriots. Then I was like, no, no, I think the Buccaneers. I was like, no, it's the Patriots, and I'm going back and forth. Um, I don't know why I don't seem to trust Drake May when every week he's like, what else I gotta do? Right? And it's not stellar, it's not amazing, it's just good football. Right? And they're winning games and they don't have a running back I'm super scared of. Um they got Diggs, but outside of that, they don't have a bunch of receivers I'm super scared of. Vrabel has them playing fundamentally sound football on all sides of the ball. I like Tampa Bay. I like what Baker Mayfield's doing. I think even though they've lost some star players at skill positions on offense, the offense still seems to be good enough, and they got a decent defense too. So this one's a tough one. I'm actually gonna go with the Patriots. I think Drake May is gonna keep on doing what he's doing. The Patriots are gonna go and they're gonna win a tough one in Tampa Bay. I think the Patriots are gonna be victorious when it's all said and done.
Yeah. You just made a note, Links, about Bucky Irvin. I think is there something that you know that we don't? No?
Mm-mm.
You sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Because something happened like an hour or two ago that made me
Right.
think that you know something that the rest of us don't know about with
No,
Bucky
man.
Irvin. No? Oh,
No, I don't know
all
that.
right. Okay. All right.
No,
That's a
man.
little insight. I know. Look, that has nothing to do with real football. I just
Yeah.
saw something that happened, and something else, and I was like, why Links did that? Okay.
Oh, no,
All
man.
right. You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure, man. Yeah.
All right.
I don't
Okay.
know
All right.
anything.
All right.
Seriously, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay. We'll
Yeah.
leave that. We'll leave that. So I think all of Doc's points, I agree with when it comes to the Patriots, as well as um, not really buying in on the whole Drake May phenomenon that's happening right now. Right? Like I'm always like, okay, maybe he's gonna fall off. Okay, that was an aberration. It's not gonna happen again. And then he just stays consistent this season. Um, I think the Patriots right now are just they have a little bit more momentum. They have a little bit more of their personnel. Tampa Bay is beat up. They're missing a lot of guys. Still playing good football. Um, Bake, Baker Mayfield, he's I think up there top 10 quarterback play right now as well. But I think Patriots just have a little bit more pieces, and I think I picked them to win this game.
And I just caught on to what you were saying. Yeah, there was a
Hmm.
move that
Hmm.
happened. There was
Yeah,
a
I
move
know.
that
I
happened,
know.
right? Right,
Yeah,
right.
I know.
But
Yeah.
that was
No,
that was a little premature. That was a little premature.
you
That
think
that
so?
that move was a little premature, man. I
All right.
I
Okay.
shouldn't have I shouldn't have
I
pulled the
saw
trigger.
the move. I
Yeah, yeah,
saw the
yeah,
move, and I was like,
yeah,
"What?"
yeah, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You made me waste about 15 minutes of digging and reading articles on what's going on with Bucky Irvin. I'm like, why Links picked this dude up? This is fantasy, guys. We're in the same fantasy league.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
why
yeah,
Links
yeah.
picked this dude up? Like, what I miss?
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
I had him as a star per person waiting for his IR, all that.
Right,
This team
right,
pick him
right,
up
right.
before what was going. All right,
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
all right.
I was a little trigger happy on that one.
Okay,
You
all right.
know.
You got people picking up Urban, got people picking up Flacco. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Man?
yeah,
All
yeah,
these
yeah.
things
I was a
going
little trigger
on.
happy, man. I don't know
Yeah,
what.
what's
I can
happening?
tell you about the
What's
Yeah.
Flacco.
happening?
I
I don't
can
want to
tell
hear
you.
it. I
Oh,
don't want to
well,
hear it.
I can tell you
I don't
about
want
the
to hear
Flacco.
it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Numbers never lie. Numbers never lie.
That's why I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, yeah,
Boy, Doc, if I was playing you this week, I would have been upset. I would have
yeah,
been
yeah,
so
yeah,
mad.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's
Man,
crazy though. That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right. All right. And this next matchup, this one is pretty straightforward. Arizona Cardinals. You still got Jacoby Brissett is going to be starting because they just benched and put Kyler Murray on IR.
mhm.
That's a way of I say that's the way of benching, putting him on IR.
Yeah.
So you know, yeah, he wasn't doing anything this year anyway, and Jacoby Myers looked like he magically just opened up the offense for these guys, and so they was like, hey, let's explore this, man. Let's see what's I mean, let's explore this and see what Jacoby could do for the rest of the season, at least. So anyway, with that being said, Seattle is still going to win this game. You know, they're going to be in Seattle. Uh, yeah, yeah, no. Seattle is just looking too good right now. And they're at home. I think that offense is going to be clicking. And, you know, Jacoby Brissett is going to, you know, he's going to be himself. But yeah, they're not going to beat the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. Not going to happen. So I'm going with the Seahawks on this.
This this gonna seem a little weird. Uh, I would be even more confident in Seattle winning if Kyler Murray was the starting quarterback. Not sure he's back from
That's a good point.
injury fully. The foot thing, and it's not quite fully healed. And then Marvin Harrison Jr. last week, seven catches, and like it's his career high, and it's like, dude, how does he only have six catches in a game for the last year and a
Ever.
half? It's like, oh, it's Keller,
Right.
it's Keller. Okay,
Yeah.
talented athlete, but I'm not sure necessarily translates into wins like one would hope, right? Which is, now he's on the IR. You need to get a new backup quarterback, and it's Joe Flacco. Anyway, so getting back to the Cardinals and the Seahawks game, um, the Cardinals have a chance. It's just such a slight chance, and Brissett's one of those guys that frustrates me because he never seems to be good enough to be the entrenched starter, but he's such an awesome backup that you're like, why isn't he? And then like six more games, and you're like, yeah, that's why. Like he is that guy who's like on. When I say on that cusp, I think he's better than like the 33rd best quarterback in the league, but he doesn't seem to play top half, and so folks always think, well, someone else will come along and give us a better run than him, right?
Right.
But all that to say, um, I think it's going to be interesting to see what Seattle's offense looks like now that they made that play, that the trade got the wide receiver, I think Shaheed, who will stretch the defense, and that just makes Smith and Jigba even more dangerous. Um, so yeah, I'm going to go with Seattle. I think it's going to be a. I don't think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be like 7 or 10 point win. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think Brissett will keep them respectable, but yeah, Seattle's going to win this. So
Have you seen Seattle play this year? Have you watched the Seattle game?
I have not.
You have not. Okay. This isn't going to be close. Seattle is gonna they're gonna blow them out. Seattle is scary, and the way your boy, Darnold, the way he's executing that offense,
Yep.
it's especially after making this move now. Now I'm like I'm concerned for my Rams, right? I'm concerned because you know he and Jigba by himself was a headache. But now to have that other guy on the other side, and like you said, to take the top off, and it's not like Smith isn't able to take the top off the defense himself. He's fast within his own right. So now you got two speedsters, one who's just a technician as a route runner. Um, I don't see the Cardinals being able to keep up. And once Seattle gets ahead, all Seattle has to do pin their ears back and attack. And that's where Brissett, I think that's where he's gonna have trouble because then they're gonna have to rely on him and they're gonna have to be pass happy. And on top of that, they have no running back. They have no running game. So Seattle is gonna win this. It's not gonna even be close. I think it's gonna be a blowout. Um, I feel bad for Brissett. Going back to Kyler Murray, I think the problem with him is he's not a leader. He's talented, but I have not seen any leadership qualities in him since he's been in the league. He hasn't shown it. And I know you have people, you have different personalities. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about how when things are bad, when things not going right, looking at his demeanor on the sideline. What does he do? What does he do when in crunch time when things get really abnormal? Like how does he pull his team up? He doesn't show any of those qualities. So remarkable as it does sound, they have a better chance right now of winning with Brissett than they do with Murray. And even with that, they're not going to be able to touch Seattle in this game. Not the way that Seattle has been playing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, Lee, let you jump this one off, man. Your Rams are traveling to San Francisco. This is a division matchup. 6-2 Rams, 6-3 49ers, and we just talked about the aforementioned Seattle Seahawks. So this is all your division, man. What you got?
You know what? If I may, I want you guys to go first.
Okay.
I'll
All right. All right. All right.
Yeah.
So okay, and this one, Rams traveling to San Fran, and yeah, this is. I mean, um, San Fran's defense is just sneakily good, right? They are very sneaky, and like I said a couple of weeks ago, there's a quarterback controversy happening in San Francisco, right? So I don't, would I bring Purdy back? I don't know. I don't know if I bring Purdy back. I might just stick with Mac Jones in this. So, and I think Mac Jones is going to get the start and continue to start at this point in this game. Um, Boy, okay, they already beat the Rams this first game. I don't see them beating the Rams again as a second game. I really don't see that happening. Rams are not going to lose two games in the division to the 49ers, especially a hurt 49ers team. I mean, even though their defense is playing better, Sean McVay is not going to allow that to happen. The offense is clicking. Puka Nacua is back. Um, don't get me wrong, it's going to be a tight game. This is a division game, and both these teams have pride. But the Rams, they're not gonna. Sean McVay is not gonna allow the 49ers to beat them twice. Just not gonna happen. So yeah, I'm going with the Rams in this game. Puka Nacua coming back and Devontae Adams and Stafford just looking too good out there, and the defense is just stout. So yeah, your Rams avenge that earlier loss to these guys and give them the L, man.
So first off, from one NFC division to another, your NFC West is tough. I mean, Arizona's still respectable 3-5 with a backup quarterback. Everybody else got 6 wins, right? So getting to the Rams and Niners playing each other, somehow the Niners still winning games with the mash unit. Just everybody seemingly hurt. Mac Jones playing good football, and be getting even more credit. This wasn't just the year of like reclamation projects at the quarterback position kind of thing, right? Um, yeah, I have a lot of faith in your head coach, your quarterback, those receivers, and that defense. That defense is good. I think that defense is going to give Mac Jones a little bit of a headache. And deep down, when the rubber meets the road, when it really really counts, I don't have faith in Kyle Shanahan's play calling. I know his team's put up lots of points, but like he when it really really matters, I worry about Kyle Shanahan. So I'm gonna go with the Rams winning this one on the road. I think the Rams gonna beat the Niners.
Guys, I'm fed up. I'm fed up. Like we've we've lost 3 out of the last 9 games, I think, against this team, right? Um, every time I think we got it, we don't. Um, not every time, but I still hang my hat on that NFC Championship game 2021. Like that to me is like that was even better than the Super Bowl. But even since then, it's just been like the 49ers show. Until the Rams can show me that they can definitively beat this team, right? I don't have faith in my team to beat this 49er team. I don't. I don't care how good we look. Puka was there the last game, Lynx. The last game, he was there. Tay
Yeah.
was there. He
Yeah.
had everybody there. We still lost that game. So, with that being said, I'm picking the 49ers to win this game.
Stop it, man. Stop it. I think you're doing reverse psychology, man. You're
I'm
doing
picking the
reverse
40.
psychology, man.
No,
I'm
no, no.
That's
picking
reverse psychology, man.
Hold up.
my Rams have to show me they serious.
Is this
They got to show me
football
they
an-
serious.
is this football analyst Lee or is this
Ye-
Rams fan Lee talking?
No, well, I'm looking at it like this, Doc. The 49ers have had our number for the past, well, I'm not even talking about back in the day,
Back in the day.
but even
Yeah.
just recently, right? Like I said, going over the last like 9 games, 10 games, actually. Last 10 games, they're 6-4 against us. The last game we played a couple of weeks ago, Thursday night, they were down half a team. Half the team. We were home. We were healthy, and they beat us.
Gotcha.
Okay, you got Puka coming back, right? Like not even really back, but he has a rib injury because he played last week, but he got knocked out of the game because he had a rib injury. They're being coy with exactly like the severity of it, but they say he's going to play. Okay, now granted, I had a moment of Fred Warner's out, so but no, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. Kyle Shanahan, somehow he knows how to scheme these games against McVay. Okay, the game that was of all games that we won to go to the Super Bowl, that was an Aaron Donald game. We don't have Aaron Donald to bail us out. I need the Rams to show me that they could truly exercise these demons against this team and win. Not luck it out. Not win. I think the last time we won was the last game of the season when Wentz played against Garoppolo, right? When Garoppolo was still with them as 2 backups against each other. No, I want a real regular season, right? Mid-season stakes, like division on the line. We're trying to you're jockeying for position to get to that top spot. Niners are 6-3. We're 6-2. We're trying to get up to where Seattle is right now. They're also 6-2, but they have a better point differential than we do. Okay. So that being said, as an analyst, I would pick the 49ers. If I wasn't a Rams fan looking at this, I would pick the 49ers. So Rams up and showed me that they could beat this team.
But
Yeah.
I'm shocked, man. But I understand.
I'm
what you're
shocked
saying.
myself, but I'm fed up.
Yeah.
I am fed up too.
Yeah.
As a fan,
Yeah.
I'm fed up. That even have
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
have to even come out of my mouth to say that. But I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
that last game is inexplicable to me. I just don't see how that
yeah,
happened,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see
That's
how. Yeah, yeah. So
yeah, yeah. You can't even explain that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the
I get you.
pattern shows that they tip that they're gonna win this game.
Yeah, I got you, man. All right, all right.
Doc, you
That's
speechless.
enough.
What happened, Doc?
I never thought I would hear those words
Yeah,
come
yeah,
out of your mouth. I'm still, as certain people say, I'm flabbergasted. Like I just never thought I would hear
yeah.
that. So it's like
Let me tell you something, both of you. I'm dying inside right now.
I
I'm gonna after
I
this.
know, yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
know.
go take some Listerine. I'm gonna go wash my mouth out.
Yeah.
Get some
Right.
Malox coming because that stomach
Brush
is
my teeth.
just
Listerine
churning with
again,
it.
at least 3, 4 times. I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I look. You got to be in a bad position right now because that's just like me picking the Cowboys. Yeah, that you got to be in a bad position, boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They have to show me that they could do it.
Yeah,
Because I'm
I
sick and
got
tired of, oh, we look good, we look good, we look good. Then we run up against this team and we lose.
you. Yeah,
Every time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll keep
And
my eye
mind
on
you,
that one.
and I know I keep going back to this, right? That same
Yeah.
NFC championship game that we won against them, that season, they swept us in the regular season.
Okay.
That was our third time playing them because you know
Wow.
that one of those rare 3 times in one season because then
Yeah.
you're playing your divisional opponent in the playoff. But they swept us that season like they do almost
Wow.
every season. They sweep us.
Wow. That's crazy.
So yeah,
Okay.
but
All
we'll
right.
see.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Definitely.
hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong.
I
Yeah,
got you. Yeah.
I ain't gonna be wrong on the Falcons though. I want to.
We'll see about that, right? Yeah. Yeah. So, speaking of being wrong, man, the Detroit Lions, just coming off a L, are traveling to the Washington Commanders, and it's just this whole thing is wrong. Jaden Daniels is out. The whole team for Washington Commanders is out. They're old. They're dilapidated. It's ain't nothing happening in Washington. Their season is over. Detroit is just going to win this game just by proxy. I think that the running backs get back on track with this game because they're playing Washington. They're just going to run all over these guys. Jared Goff is going to look good again because it's not going to be that much pressure on him. They don't have a pass rush in Washington. Yeah, this is easy. Detroit win this game, man.
It is amazing how quickly the narrative changes, right? Because last year it was this is a great team with the new ownership, everything's changed, and this is positive attitude, and they're bringing this young quarterback forward, and it's a wonderful mix of veterans and young talent, and this team will be the very next year. Dinged up here. Now catastrophic injury with the quarterback. Man, this team's old. The team's old and decrepit. They was in the NFC Championship game last year. I know everybody is a year older, but everybody else is a year older too. But now that there's a whole year of tape and folks be studying, and they pretty much run it back, right? And now all of a sudden, they're not winning those games that they was winning. They ain't get that Hail Mary game this year, right? This would have been a very entertaining matchup if Jaden Daniels was available, but he's not. And no offense to Marcus Mariota, but he's no Jaden Daniels. So, especially with Detroit having lost last week, yeah, Detroit gonna win this one. Detroit gonna win this one. So
I don't know. I mean, this looked like one of those inexplicable games that could really surprise everyone. You have them, right? We had a couple of them this season. Where
Marcus Mariota, man.
How did that happen, right?
not this
Mariota knows his offense. He does know the offense. He doesn't play like he played like he played with the Falcons and some of the other teams. I think McCaffrey, the younger McCaffrey, I think he's back. Is McLaurin, is he playing? Do we know?
No, I don't think McLaurin is playing.
Okay. Debo's playing though, right?
Debo's playing. Yeah, Debo's playing.
So we got Debo, right? And those running backs, they're starting to pick it up a little bit. I know the defense is old. I know Bobby Wagner, we talked about that. So with that being said, Lions are gonna light them up. Lions are going to decimate this team, right? This ain't, I mean, I don't even know why they're gonna play this game. So yeah, I got the Lions. There ain't no way, there's no way the Commanders gonna win this game.
Mm-mm.
No way.
Yeah, not even close. Not even close, man. Yeah. All right. Okay. In this game, this is the Sunday night game. The Pittsburgh Steelers travel to Los Angeles SoFi Stadium to play the Chargers and my guy Justin Herbert. So, you know what? Pittsburgh Steelers, they did their job last week. They the defense stepped up to the plate and they looked good. Steelers, we back. Steelers, this is the steel shield, not the steel curtain. But this is the steel shield that, that they was looking for. But yeah, you going up against my boy Justin Herbert, man. It's just not gonna happen. I think the Chargers definitely got this one, man. This is no joke. This is you know, Justin Herbert is just gonna do what he does in this game. They're 6-3. Pittsburgh. They go back and forth. And don't get me wrong, old man Aaron Rodgers. He's been looking okay. He's been distributing the ball. But you only got one receiver. I mean, you only got one receiver. In Pittsburgh, man. And I don't see, when the Chargers defense shuts him down or gets him frustrated, then it's over. It's really over. There's just nothing. They're one dimensional right now in Pittsburgh, and I don't think the defense is going to be able to step up and stop Justin Herbert. So yeah, I'm going with the home team, Chargers.
The the Steelers had a really good win last week. They beat Indy. I think they hosted Indy. They right. Um, yeah, but Chargers I think had won two straight. I got respect for the Harbaugh as his coaches. I love Tomlin as a coach. He's never had a losing record. They're on pace to keep that streak going.
Again.
But I think this game going to put that thing in jeopardy just a little bit. I think there's going to be a little bit of a letdown after the big victory against Indy. I think Chargers are a little bit more even keel. And so when it all comes down to it, I think the Chargers are going to end up beating the Steelers on Sunday night. So
Yeah, I put a lot of stock in that win that they had last week against the Colts guys. Like and that didn't look like it was just an off night or off day for the Colts. It looked like the Steelers just had their number, and the Steelers were clicking on all cylinders for the first time on the defensive side this season. Um, Aaron has been consistent all season as well. Links, you talk about the Steelers being one dimensional. Right now, the Chargers are one dimensional as well. They have no running game. They're down two tackles. They just
Yep.
made a trade in season for another tackle to try to salvage the season. You can't bring a guy in, especially in that unit, and expect him to gel overnight. So that's going to take some time for that to come into fruition. But it seemed like a panic move. I can't remember the last time I've seen a team make an in-season trade for a tackle to come in to help salvage the team because they need help for him to come in and just start right away. That is a desperate move. So that shows me that they do have some serious issues on that line. They can't run the ball. Um, yes, Herbert is playing good, but I think again they're more one-dimensional right now than the Steelers. So with that, I'm going to pick the Steelers to win this game.
I got you. Yeah, there's some good points. And to add to that, on that line, O line for the Chargers. Mekhi Becton is also going to be out. He's the guard.
Yeah.
You know, he was with the Eagles last year, but he hadn't looked good at all since he left, and has been injured. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, all right, yeah, that's a good one. All right, so Monday night game got my Eagles. Fly Eagles fly against the Green Bay Packers, and the Eagles are traveling to Green Bay, so we're gonna be in Green Bay. 6-2 Eagles against the 5-2-1 Green Bay Packers. Um, you know, Green Bay, yeah, 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 ain't nothing happening. Jordan Love is going to be who Jordan Love is. I mean, the game is going to be in the first quarter. I'll tell you exactly how this game is going to go. In the first half, this game might be tied. Look, Green Bay might even be winning this game by 3 points at halftime. Um, but let me tell you, in the second half, I'm going to feel so sorry for Jordan Love. I'm gonna feel sorry for Jordan Love because the pressure is going to be on. It's gonna be on Jordan, and Jordan is gonna make some boneheaded throws. Bonehead. We're gonna have him in duress. We hadn't had our pass rush hadn't been where it needed to be all season. We're rested, coming up off a bye. We don't lose when we come back off a bye. We're playing Jordan Love. The Packers just aren't a juggernaut team. I know everybody wants to feel like the Packers are this juggernaut team, but they're not. They're not elite. They're not on that tier yet of that elite tier. They're not there. And the Eagles are going to prove it. And the Eagles are going to prove it to everybody why they don't belong on that tier. They're not NFL. They're not Super Bowl caliber. People want to put them there, but it's not going to happen. Okay, so yeah, Jordan Love is going to have a good game. He'll probably throw for 200 and some yards, but he's gonna have a pair of picks and a sack fumble, but it's going to be some turnovers in this game, and my Eagles going to come in there, swoop in. We're going to take the win against Green Bay Monday night. It's just gonna be good, man. I think we starting to click on all cylinders. We getting people healthy, people coming back. Yeah, Green Bay, I feel sorry for you. Feel sorry for you, Jordan. Fly Eagles fly.
So for me, the amazing thing is it's maybe four GMs in the league where they seemingly obsess about the roster day after day, night after night, and they constantly trying to upgrade the roster. Better person to start this position, more depth just in case something crazy happens. And it's three of us on this podcast, and two of y'all know you're talking about your GMs. What what Howie Roseman did is like you would think y'all was trying to make the playoffs and not like the defending champs trying to bolster stuff going in, right? Whoa, this team made one, this team made two. What about the Eagles? Yeah, they made three. They made three trades just to shore up the defense. Just because. Um because they could, right? So um yeah. Um and then of course the Packers don't have there's a Kraft anymore. Tight end injured out for the rest of the season.
Right. Yep. He is.
So that's a big blow for that offense. So yeah, I'm going with your newly revamped Eagles defense, right? Um, refurbished. I don't even know the right word for it. It's just it's annoying and awesome all at the same time. But yeah, so I think the Eagles are going to go into Green Bay, and they're going to beat Jordan Love, and they're going to beat the craftless Packers, and there you go, and I'll be happy. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
He'll do you that favor, man.
yeah. Thank you. So
AJ Brown playing this game.
Oh yeah. AJ in there, man.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought AJ
AJ
was
in.
out.
No, no,
AJ
no,
isn't
AJ
out.
in. No,
AJ
AJ
playing.
playing, man. He's
AJ
playing.
playing.
Yeah.
Where I saw AJ was out. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I think Doc right. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, how he made do what he does with how he does, making moves. Um, this is going to be in Green Bay. Green Bay just came off that embarrassing loss.
Hmm.
Kraft is out. Yeah, I got to go with the Eagles. I want to say Packers so bad. Just to wipe that smirk off of Link's face right now. I just to just to wipe it off his face. I want to say Packers so bad right now, but I can't.
Yeah.
The inconsistency that I've been seeing with Jordan Love, particularly with him,
Yeah.
because you see they seem to have everything in place, all the weapons, and the only person that's really doing anything is the tight end, and now he's out. You have that top draft pick in Matthew Golden, and you can see he's dripping with talent, and they can't seem to get him going for some strange reason. Micah Parsons, he's had flashes, but I think it's safe to say he hasn't been consistent this season.
Right.
I just don't see them putting it all together. And it's not as if the Eagles are playing that great offensively, because you guys, you're, as Links like to say, helter skelter over there on that side of the ball. Um, I think Barkley, he had his best game the last game you guys played, and then he ended up with a hammy. Is he going to be playing? I think they said
Yeah,
he's
he'll be
yeah,
back.
he's going to be there,
Yep.
but
Hmm.
I don't think he's going to be 100%.
No.
Right, so I think the Eagles are going to win, but I think this is going to be a close one. This is going to be a close game. This isn't going to be a blowout. This isn't going to be like a dominating win. I think you guys are going to eat this game out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. All right. All right. So, yeah. So, interesting slate of games coming up this week. Right now, looking at the score: Las Vegas 7, Denver 7. In the third quarter, 129 left. So
Making sense.
this gonna be look like this going down to the wire, which is crazy, which is very crazy. I got to see what's going on in this game. But anyway, we'll see how this turns out, and we'll jump back on here next week and talk about these results, man.
All right.
All
Sounds
right,
good. All right.
on the
Later.
next one.
Sure.